unbelievable experience. I think without a doubt right up there on top experiences we've ever done. Absolutely loved it.
We will be back.
Definitely. And after that we drove up to Aus, which is close to Luderitz, through the Richtersveld, which was again just
Magnificent.
so beautiful. Namibia, oh my word.
Namibia is fast becoming my favorite country.
This place is awesome. And unfortunately the campsite at Plain Aus Vista was fully booked, so we treated ourselves and booked into a little cabin for a night, which was quite cool. And of course one of the best things to see around Aus are the very famous wild horses.
That were abandoned here after World War One. So they are literally just wild horses roaming the plains. And yeah, we were very blessed to be able to come across a whole lot of horses. And spent a good half an hour chilling with them and taking some photos right on the side of the highway in the middle of nowhere.
It's really cool. So now we're on our way to Luderitz. Apparently Luderitz is where wind is born. So we're expecting very windy conditions.
Fingers crossed we're okay.
Hopefully it'll be alright. But we'll touch base once we're there. Made it to Luderitz, and it's an awesome little town just down the road from Aus, about 100 kilometers where we were. And it's a quaint little town. It's got a lot of German architecture. It's got everything you need. It's got some shops, petrol stations,
and it's even got a German radio.
A German radio station. Lots of German influence in Namibia, obviously. But yeah, it's a little stopover town. It's got all the supplies you need to stock up. And we're staying in a campsite called Shark Island campsite. And it's so beautiful. We arrived yesterday to perfect weather conditions. Woke up this morning to howling winds.
Yeah, and there was wind yesterday.
Yeah, it started last night.
Yeah.
And it was cold off the Atlantic Ocean here. We were all dressed with our beanies and boots. It was very cold, but we returned this afternoon back at camp, and amazing weather again. So if the weather's good in Luderitz, it's a great place to be. But if it's windy, oof, you want to get out of here.
Yeah.
But we had a fun day today. I think the things to do in Luderitz or near Luderitz is to visit the famous Kolmanskop, or ghost town. It's an old mining town, a diamond mining town, and really interesting tour to go on and see where the diamonds come from. And the town is literally still around, although some of the houses are falling apart. But you can go walking in and around the houses, and the old hospital and the school. And it's just absolutely fascinating to walk amongst this town where people once lived over 100 years ago. So we really enjoyed that.
Yeah, we did.
And then we went to go and see Bartholomew Dias's padrão that he put up here in Luderitz, being the first European to travel around the tip of southern Africa. And that was super interesting for the kids because they've learned all about Bartholomew Dias and the history of South Africa in particular. But of course he came past Namibia on his way to South Africa. Look! It's salt! What does it taste like?
Yes. I definitely goes through something before it comes to the shop.
Look, Mom! I've got some on my hand. Pure salt from the sea.
After a few days at Luderitz, we made our way north towards Sossusvlei. On the way, we stopped over at a campsite called Kolmanskop Lodge, which was a real gem and definitely a worthwhile stop over point on this route. It offered immaculate private ablutions and a wash-up area, as well as a swimming pool, restaurant, and awesome views. We once again were spoiled with the beautiful scenery as we drove towards the dunes. One amazing thing about driving through Namibia is that you hardly see any of the cars. This was great as it allowed us to pull over on the side of the road for a quick lunch.
We're staying at a campsite called Sossusvlei. It's right across the road from the entrance gate of the park that you enter to go look at the Sossusvlei dunes. And these campsites are awesome. We've actually been really impressed with Namibia campsites overall compared to South Africa. I think South Africa can learn a thing or two from Namibia. But generally, each campsite is quite a distance from the other, and you get private ablutions, your own washing up area, and that really just makes a big difference when you're camping. Look at my domesticated girls preparing supper for us. What you making?
Salad! I'm making salad and Casey's making potato salad. Oh my god! Have you done all of them? Yeah, they are.
Good morning from Sossusvlei. We woke up a little bit late today. They suggested we get to the gate, which is across the road from our campsite, at 6:30. And I think we got here at 7:15. So we are sitting in the queue. You can't really see, but there are there were about 10 cars in front of us and bus loads of people behind us.
The cars are not the issue. We've somehow chosen a day, prepaid for our permits for today, and there's a sandstorm of note outside. There's a mountain range not too far from here, but you can't see it because it's obscured by sand. An actual literal sandstorm. So yeah, 35 odd k's an hour winds. Let's see what happens.
It's so windy outside.
This is one hectic sandstorm. It's a great day to visit the dunes.
Yeah, are you sure it's safe to drive on the roads?
Check at this, Oaks.
It's so sandy. I can't see a thing.
The weather has cleared really nicely. We've just been on, it's a 60-kilometer drive from the gate to Big Daddy. And literally you just drive on a road with sand dunes on the left and right for 60 kilometers. It's unbelievable. We've now just entered the 4x4 track to get there, and we are driving through some hectic sand.
The sand dunes of Namibia. They are the biggest in the world and most popular tourist attraction in Namibia. You can't believe how beautiful they are. This is one big tick off the bucket list.